Guys, it's been with Raider Chili's. I'm doing their soda review. Do Cheerwine today. Cheerwine Zero. I actually got a bottle and a can. The reason I did that is because somebody online said that the cans taste different, like less carbonated. See if that's the case. They actually do taste different. That's weird. Tried glass now. So these are from the Carolinas, one of the Carolinas. They're like a black cherry cola. Sorry, I probably should have like a table here, but black cherry cola, and I would say like mixed with like a peppery soda kind of. I don't really like. I don't think it's as good out of the bottle. It's interesting. Wow. What it look like? I like it though. It's pretty good. Tastes a little bit different, like out of the receptacle, I guess. It is a little flatter out of the can. It tastes like there's some difference. All right, so you get a little bit of burn as far as flavor. You get a little bit of burn, then you get hit with the cherry or black cherry. I can't really tell. Then there's like an undercut of cola, but I actually really don't like cola, like at all. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because I grew up in Dr. Pepper country. I just, I had Dr. Pepper first, and I might have had Coca-Cola first. I don't really know. I just never liked cola, but this is pretty good if you're not a cola drinker like me. Because the cola is so undercut, it doesn't have that like in your face flavor. Like Coke is strong, I think. I never really had like RC or I probably had I'm sure I've had Pepsi before, but this has after the undercut of the cola, there's like a spice under all of it, which is the pepper soda part of it. You can tell it's like a 60-70% black cherry cola and then like 30% of a pepper soda like Dr. Pepper. So you get like that bite and then, the cherry and then the cola, black cherry, and then the cola, but not like a kind of a medium cola. And then under all of that is like a pepper soda, which is pretty cool actually. And then at the very end, there's kind of honestly like a little bit of a medicine-y aftertaste, which is not great. I mean, I guess you kind of have to expect that from like diet sodas, but like some of these new diet sodas are so much better than like a lot of these traditional ones. Like I think they're really getting a lot better about just at least having the bite less, like just not as bad, And I'm not really sure what that is or how they're doing it, but I think maybe the more traditional, like the colas and stuff and pepper sodas. I don't know, but Dr. Pepper, I like Dr. Pepper, but like this definitely has like the after bite is not bite, but after taste. It's kind of medicine-y. And it's not great, but I don't know, maybe if it's like a cherry flavor, that might be the cherry kind of going out. Almost it's like cherry kind of medicine-y, cough syrupy, which is not a good descriptor, obviously, but. It's kind of flat. Like I've heard it complained that the cans do lose their carbonation quickly, and I will agree with that. Like it's already going flat. Like I don't know if it's gone flat, but it's like going. Um, but yeah, this is a cool soda. I mean, you can't get this very many places. I mean, I don't think. You can get the, probably should drink this all first before I had this, but. You can get these Cheerwine bottle zeros, which are they're pretty cute, but you can get these, I think all across the US now, but you can't get the cans outside the South because they're from the Carolinas. They only go over to Arkansas, basically. I actually looked this up because I wanted to buy cans because these are like $1.50 a piece. And I was just like, you know, it's hard to justify that. Although these do seem to not go flat as fast as the can. That's really interesting. I've heard that from people, actually, that the cans go flat. I've heard that complained by a lot of people, and I really honestly think they might be right. Like, sorry to go on a tangent, but this is like really interesting. I don't know if I'd say it's substantial, but bordering on it. This is much less flat than this is. This is a lot better. So even if you're wanting to drink a can, you know, drink it fast because that's so bizarre. That is so weird. I mean, it's still minorly carbonated. It also tastes more metallic, which is kind of weird. This is a lot better than the can though. That's weird. It's some better. I mean, maybe not a lot, but it's definitely better. Maybe it's like some sort of, I mean, it's more flat. It's more bitter, maybe like more metallic-y. Like that is weird. Wow. I would definitely recommend the glass bottle like significantly more than the can. I'm glad I did that taste test because I was thinking about going out of my way to get some of these cans, but I mean, I wouldn't, frankly. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I was kind of on some sort of tangent before this tangent, but I mean, this is a good soda. I'd give it like a 5.5 out of 10. It isn't great. I don't love it, but it's good. Something I kind of appreciate about it is that it's its own soda, even though it is like a blend of Coke, like cherry Coke, black cherry Coke, and Dr. Pepper. But what I find good about it is that for a soda that I would kind of put in the Dr. Pepper knockoff category to some degree, it does its own thing. And I can appreciate that because a lot of these like Dr. Pepper knockoffs, I just don't feel like they get it right. Like Dr. Thunder is a lot like this. If you've had Walmart's Dr. Pepper knockoff, it's very similar to this actually, except it's bad, like really bad in my opinion. So this is like a good version of Dr. Thunder. That's how I would describe this. So yeah, like, I don't know, it's good. Like I like it, but it's interesting. It tastes a little sweeter now, but it's not great. I mean, I'm not a big cola guy. It's mostly cola. I'm like neutral on cherries, and you know, that's the most pronounced, but even before the cola, maybe before the cola kind of takes over. So the flavor profile is like a little bit of bite, and then hit the black cherry hits you, and then the cola overtakes. But because cola is such a strong flavor, but it's still like a medium cola. And at the end, there's like there's like a Dr. Pepper finish. So, I mean, if those things sound good to you, then I definitely would consider picking it up. But if you're in the Carolinas, you probably drink this all the time. It's not as good as I first drank one of these in the car, I believe. Yeah, in the car after I got this from like my local grocer in it's called a Homeland. And I was initially taken aback. I was like, all right, I really like this. I think part of it is because of the bottles. The bottles carry it a little bit harder. But looking back, like, I'm doing this taste test now, and that I've kind of had more sodas as the weeks have gone on. Personally, it's just middle. It's better than middle of the road, but it's like, you know, it's a 5.5. I mean, it's good, but I don't know. Unless you have nostalgia kind of backing you up as a kid drinking it from the Carolinas or whatever, I would say you probably think it would be anywhere from plus minus 1 of 5, basically. Like, I think you could be like, oh yeah, this is pretty good, or this is not that good, or this is kind of, you know, even a 5. Like, I feel like that's the range. You know, it's pretty good, but it's definitely not great. It's nothing to really write home about, you know. So those are my thoughts. It does have caffeine. It doesn't say how much. I think it has caffeine. I actually don't know. I'm almost certain it has caffeine, but I can't really feel it right now. And I haven't drank any for like over a week. So I kind of wonder, I'm almost certain it has caffeine. I mean, what dark soda doesn't have caffeine? If it doesn't say. I'm sure it does though. Anyway, that's my review of Cheerwine Zero. So if you're around, think about picking it up. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to start planting pretty soon, probably in a couple weeks. I have 50 super hots I can choose from. I think I'm only going to do 7 though, so I can make powders a little easier. Making powders, like mixing powders for me, I'm disabled and my body's all messed up from COVID, so mixing powders is bad for me. Peppers are bad for me, but mixing them is even worse. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do 7, so I only have 7 to review this year maybe. So anyway, thanks guys, bye.